kind of redid thing. I got a new tapestry. I love it. And I have my table right here, and then this beautiful table, so I feel like more comfortable. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. This is going to be a late night read for the sign of Libra. We are going to start with one second. Oops. All right. I can get everything to go back the way it was. These candles are making me nervous. Okay. So, let me get a sip of drink. And cleanse the air. The area. There we go. All right. Okay. So, like I said, this is going to be a general reading for the sign of Libra. If you have trouble with hearing, just close your ears for a second or turn it down. I'm about to ding these bells. Now that was the first. I just bought those. I just bought all kinds of stuff. I was just so excited. I was like, you know what? My ancestors have been doing so much for me. I'm just gonna show some love. So, let's see. I just want to put this on real quick. 1 second. Okay. So this is going to be for the sign of Libra. That's what I said. Libra. How's all my Librans doing? I hope they're doing well. We're going to start off with the divine doors and see what they have to say. All right. We got one card. It says, bless this space. And it just so happened I just remodeled mine. It says, your sacred space holds the soul to beat. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. So there may be some needing to cleanse the space. I know it was a long time coming for me, so that's why I was like, I was at the metaphysical shop and I saw all kind of things and ideas started going through my head, and I was like, that's it. I'm just remodeling it. All right, let me get one last one for Libra, please. Beautiful. It says sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade at the sun's light burns. So every sunset, it's talking about releasing old cords and cutting them. And then at the bottom we have birth, which it would be birthing something new. It says another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. So that's awesome. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? So birthing something new. So cleansing your space, going through that whole transformation phase, and I see you coming out very positively. All right, let's see what these cards, just to kind of give us an idea of what the Libra reading is going to be about. Okay, we have misleading, mask, bogus, and shading true self, which we're going to clarify this card. Card number 19, which equals 10. What else do we have for Libra? What do they need to know? Our Libra collective. As you sow, so shall you reap. Okay. That's number 27, number 9. Okay, what else does Libra need to know? Okay, the bull of strength. This is number 6. Masculine force flame, resolute rules. It can represent leadership, dominance, control, power, commanding, and presence. Okay, like I said, we'll see what they mean by all this. What else for Libra? It says prayers denied, divine wrath, unforgiven sins. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have don't be fooled, tricks, misleading, and mental traps. Okay? So we have 2, 4, 5. One more. One more for Libra. And then we'll get in the tarot. Spiritual rooting. See the heart of the tree and all the planets going through the tree. At the bottom of the deck, we have journey, voyage. Okay, so I'm gonna set this one right here. I'm gonna grab my tarot and we're just gonna dive right in and see what comes up for my Libras. Now you can have Libra, you know, as your sign. It can be in your sun, moon placement, anywhere in your chart. And this may resonate with you, but only take what does and leave the rest. You guys know how it goes. I really hope everyone had a good day today. I can do Aquarius next. That's 2 air signs in a row, which I don't usually do that, but I don't see why not. What's going on? these cards so much, they're just like falling apart. Last one. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords, which represents, well, in love matters, it represents moving into calmer waters and cooperation. In money matters, this can mean a work situation, possibly improving of some sorts. So there was some sort of reason why you needed to move to calmer waters. Let's see. We have, well, we have the Temperance at the bottom, which is you're being guided to. This can represent your ancestors, your spirit guides, and stuff like that. But you see this star? You can't really see it. See it now? Okay, well, that star is shining bright. And it's like your angels and your ancestors are guiding you towards that way. Now, in Temperance, this is, in love matters, this is healing rifts and avoiding ego at this time. So like healing in any kind of like conflict or situation that may be at hand with someone else. And in money matters, I see your work situation improving due to cooperation and peace in workplace. So you're moving into calmer waters to heal rifts and avoiding ego. But I'm going to put this card at the bottom of the deck, and oh my gosh, and then we have the Two of Cups. So this is definitely about a relationship. Okay, so someone's moving on to calmer waters. Maybe they're tired of being fooled. I don't know. Somebody was fooled. Okay, what else for Libra? We have the Two of Swords. So in love, this is moving in calmer waters and pausing for balance, thinking on the entire situation as a whole. So taking yourself out of whatever you may seem or deem maybe just not right, or maybe not the right time. It just doesn't feel right. So this is making you be kind of like in a, I don't want to say a crossroads, more or less just to take a step back and view things from a from the outside looking in perspective, kind of like the Hangman. And in money matters, I see that work situation improving, to have faith in your own ideas and your own wisdom. This will be a huge factor that is going to propel you forward when it comes to your finances. What else is going on with Libra? We have victory. Wow. Very nice. Let me get one extra card. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Okay, so there's a time of happiness because of a new relationship coming forward. So in love, there's a time of happiness and encouragement due to a new path to love, or something that you're very passionate about, or a new path in your purpose, like maybe your career, something like that. In money matters, I see a well-deserved success. You are being noticed, and to interpret new creative ideas within your job which will turn out very fulfilling for you. So putting your own little creative zest into whatever you do, into all you do, is going to bring you victory. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, tell me more about Libra. What else is going on with Libra? We have the World card. So this can insinuate several things. One that travels or is traveling. In love, this can mean a mature and fulfilling relationship. So a relationship that has a foundation already, one that's already well rooted. And in money matters, this can mean someone successfully reaching their goals. Okay, so let's see what other card comes out with the World card. Aw, thank you. I'm bad at the ums. I'm so bad at it. I can't stand when other people do it, especially whenever they're at the fast food line and they're like, I want so I totally get it. It's frustrating. My dad stayed on my ass about it my whole life and I still can't kick it, but I'm gonna try. Oh my God, I almost said it. Okay, so the world, but thank you for that. That's the kind of feedback that we all need to be giving each other. That's very positive. Okay, so the World, and then we have the Six of Pentacles. So in love, I see a mature and fulfilling relationship where you and your partner or whomever you are collabing with are sharing resources in the aspect balanced. So it's equal give, equal take. In money matters, I see someone successfully reaching their goals when it comes to their financial backing due to some sort of teamwork, whether it have been a financial advisor or CPA, somebody you use for your taxes, or just like somebody you know in the family or a friend of the family who's good with finances. At the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Okay, Judgment's being called. It's in love, it's saying to bring less judgment of yourself, and of others. And in money matters, this relates to choosing a path that aligns with your truest talents. Okay, I'm gonna put that back because I thought it was at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, what else do Libras need to know at this time? Ooh, we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so in love, I'm already saying it's resolving challenges with a partner. And in money, this kind of represents like the worst is pretty much over. And you can expect stability ahead. That's what the Six of Wands represents, meaning you've moved out of one phase of your life into another. And you are, it says the worst is over. So, I mean, for some of you, this could still be lingering a little bit, or you could just be getting out of it. Let's see, why the Nine of Wands, Spirit? Ooh, we have the Tower. So towers aren't always bad. I always think of it, and it's a terrible way to think of it. But, you know, if something catches on fire, it's like a house catching on fire and then having to rebuild all over again. You know you have to have a new beginning here. So what I'm seeing is within some sort of collaboration, there's resolving challenges with a partner when it comes to putting a stop to old habits and ways regarding love within yourself and within themselves. Something must have been very prevalent that had to cause this tower moment for things to have a pivoting point, like a complete change. Like, you're no longer going to go back to this address because there's no foundation. So something in your life is about to change. Like, I worked at example, I worked for McDonald's for a week, and then I say I'm done and I don't go back the next day, and I just don't ever revisit that job again. Well, that is a pivotal point. You were working there and now you're not. So your reality has changed. Something's going to change. It says in money matters, the worst is over, stability ahead. And it's telling you to change your attachments to wealth and status at this time. Okay, and then we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Wow. And the Queen of Swords, talking about air sign. You can be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but the Empress here is to say that she is a very mutual, trusting, and affectionate person. She symbolizes fertility and love, very nurturing. And in money, this represents good fortune, having plenty options, and success. Oh, I'm not going to take that. That was at the bottom of the deck. Okay. What else do we have for Libra? We have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands in love. Let me pull the next card. What else? Why this King of Wands? The Four of Swords. So we have an Aries, Leo, Sag here who deems to be affectionate and a passionate man or woman, who is in much needed time for self. That's why you see the King of Wands and see this woman resting. Some people say this is a time for meditation or just a time to rest and rejuvenate yourself. So in love, I see that this King of Wands is in dire need time for himself. And in money matters, this can represent inspiration and possibly a new job or clarity within your own job or finances, and you are resting after hard work. You may be feeling a little burnt out, exhausted. So rest is much needed at this time. All right, let's see what else. What else is going on for Libra? We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. And what else? For Libra. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So there was some sort of shift in some sort of collab, relationship, situation, dynamic, whatever. I'm going to call it collab. That one may have felt as if they didn't have a choice or they were trapped. See all the swords? This is the shift. This is the entrapment. And in money matters, I see there's going to be a financial, whether your finances shift or your job or your career makes a shift. Either way, I see you being fearful of change and feeling as if maybe your opinion doesn't really matter in this sort of situation, as if your hands are tied. And this can relate to many things. Take it how we have justice. There's a shift in this relationship or collab that you have felt trapped in. You're now seeking balance and fairness with the the justice. And in money matters, I see some sort of fair financial settlement possibly being reached if you are enduring something like that with legal matters. Okay, what else does Libra need to hear at this time? We have the Five of Swords, conflict, defeat, disruption, damage, arguing, drama, gossip. So in love, I see arguing is obviously not the answer. So to tread carefully right now would probably be a good idea. In money matters, it says avoid arguments and making enemies, because it ultimately will make your job harder. So I guess what it's trying to say is to choose your battles wisely. We have temperance. So because of this defeat, okay, that you underwent, which you challenged, there's 5 swords and there's one person and all those swords left. You defeated 3 people. Okay, and temperance is here to show that your angels, your guides have been here with you throughout this conflict and defeat where somebody took advantage of you, just whatever is viewed as morally incorrect. And I know we all have different morals. However, going on the basis of what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, your angels and ancestors have been here backing you up this entire time. Now, this could be spiritual warfare, or this could be just a situation, a run-in that you had with someone, or a collab. I'm guessing about some sort of either finance situation or relationship situation. But let's see, Libra, tell me more about this Five of Swords and Temperance. We have the Magician. I said magician. Okay, let me get one more for this. Let me get one more for the Magician. Judgment. Judgment's been called. So your spirit team has called judgment on this mistreatment, this Five of Swords and this Eight of Swords that you went through when it came to having a strong spiritual connection with your intuition. So having a strong spiritual connection where your intuition is telling you that right now is not to be controversial. Right now you want to keep your side of the street clean, because I know, obviously, you know, if your side of the street is clean, you have nothing to worry about. Nothing. Then in money matters, I see trust your intuition. Right now, you can manifest things very, very easily and rapidly. It says, during this time of manifesting and trusting your intuition, it is now to choose a path that aligns with your talents. And that's in money matters. Okay? Let's see what else we have for Libra. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit. So I'm seeing that there is a collab where two people are dedicated to each other. This is coming up, this is showing up as someone, as a mature love, just within the connection. However, there's much needed time to be alone right now. It's not the time to be in a relationship. That's what this is saying with the Hermit card. The Hermit card is telling you to focus more on your independence. And this is the Eight of Pentacles is talking about your mature relationship, or the way you guys are dedicated to one another. Okay, let's see where this is headed. This could be the Empress who is taking this time alone. But this Hermit card is fire, so Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, let's see. What else does Libra need to know at this time? So there has been some sort of negative ongoings that have happened, maybe hence why the Divine Doors said, bless this space. And sunset, it says time here time here turns to release and unfurl old cords of pain, fade as the sun's light burns. So it's almost like your energy is working in sync with the sun. Kind of like how our bodies change with the moon. Tell me about this Three of Swords. Justice. Justice is being called when it comes to this Three of Swords. When it comes to some sort of argument or something that took place, quarreling between two people. However, in love matters, it is saying that this union is worth saving, that there's a need to seek balance and fairness within this dynamic if it is to be saved. It says it is worth saving, and I'm not making it up. Quarreling, worth saving. Union, worth saving. Okay, in money matters, we have loss of trust or feeling stagnant and unhappy at your job. However, I see that there's going to be a fair financial settlement that will be reached on your behalf or somebody very, very close to you. For instance, you could have put in for a promotion, or you could have, that was a lot of fire. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what else it tells us. Tell me more, Spirit. We have the Ace of Pentacles. You could have met this person through work. I'm getting the idea that you are a person who has this vibe about you that it's like when you walk into a room, you see this tree full of all these light bulbs. Well, when you walk into a room, it's like all these light bulbs turn on. And it's like walking into a room with a bunch of people and they all look at you. And it's not about the looks, it's about what the frequency you're giving off. So you may be healing at this time. Ace of Wands, ain't that the truth? So, meet through work, practical person in love. Okay, so there is a new love or a new creative endeavor that you are undergoing, or some sort of fun trend or hobby that you have found this could be starting a group with your friends to play cards every Friday night, to play Pacino or whatever. Or this could be making your own tarot cards. Or this can be a new relationship that either someone you meet through work that you do, or someone introduces you to this person. In money matters, this means a new creative project, a practical venture is going to be bringing you in profits. So a new creative project, something that's practical and tangible. Tell me more about Libra, please, right? We have the Ten of Swords. You definitely underwent some pain. All these swords just stabbed in your back. All those swords represent, each one represents a trauma, a way in the way you view yourself, all deep rooted wounds that need to be brought up and transmuted ultimately. Tell me about this Ten of Swords. I feel like you are you're a very kind person. You'll give the shirt off your back to somebody. And it's almost like you're constantly giving. One of your love languages could be giving. It makes you happy to give to people. some people it could be affection, or some people it could be something, or it could be the combination. You never know. But we have the Ten of Swords here and the Hierophant. So there's been a strain in love. There's strain from caring for others. So there's been a lot of betrayal that you have endured for putting your heart out there. And this can even resonate with even family members that have hurt us, or close friends that we thought that were gonna be there till the end. I see traditional thinking. I see you're having traditional thinking, rational thinking when it comes to some sort of collaboration. And in money matters, I see that you feel under pressure and you're feeling sort of suspicious about something. You're not really sure what it is. It may have something to do with your traditional ideas, or your culture, or whatever job you're, if you work at a corporation or you work for yourself. You're feeling under pressure and something is driving your suspicion to look into something further when it deems your money wise. Tell me more about Libra. We have the Two of Pentacles. More about Libra. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there is, in love matters, there is enjoyment in an improvement. There's joy in improving an existing relationship, if that makes any sense. So there is joy in this improvement in some sort of collaboration or marriage or relationship that you may be in. Someone that you share resources with, and it says working with love partner. And in money matters, I see you juggling projects in collaboration, that you may be in collaboration with maybe your partner, maybe someone else. But what's in motion right now, this juggling projects, whatever this is that's in motion right now, your ancestors want you to know that it's going to bring success. Now, if it's something that you have not brought into the physical yet, it's saying to go for it. What else for Libra? Go quickly for it. We have the Chariot. So like I said, right with these two cards, the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit, even though you may feel you and or both of you in a collab may have feel dedicated to each other. However, with the Hermit, it was saying that this is not the time for love. This is time, much needed time to be alone for more independence, especially right now. And this Chariot card in love is saying self-care instead of chasing love. So I knew it had something to do about love. Okay, give me another card for this Chariot. Tell me more about this Chariot for Libra. Someone is moving towards a Ten of Cups. So maybe somebody's Dharma is coming with this Wheel of Fortune. In love matters, we have self-care instead of chasing love, but then it's kind of contradicting because it's the Ten of Cups is all about a loving, joyful relationship. So maybe this is what you see that is ultimately the prize, ultimately the goal that you or your other partner may want, or what is equally wanted. However, it is saying now is not the time to be chasing after love. And in money matters, I see right now is not a time to rush into things. Just maybe like guide in different kind of steady ways. And this will bring you rewards. Not only that, respect and recognition for your success. This is all that self-healing, choosing yourself before love, because if you're not good for yourself, how can you be good for anyone else? But for this reading, I'm feeling like it's more about, like I said, it's more about you looking out for you rather than worrying about any relationship. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This person, this beautiful woman, I mean, she's missing grapes, and I always say this with this card. If you just have grapes, you have cornucopia. She's living a very good lifestyle. This is the exact replica of being happy with or without a partner, being very independent. Okay, what card is going with the Nine of Pentacles? So I do see you going through this process of spiritual rooting, setting strong boundaries when it comes to your love life, and at the same time working very hard and diligent towards your spirituality. Okay. Oh, it's right here. So with the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, I mean, you can already tell what that means. It says you're content with or without a partner. I see that this may not be okay with the other person that you were collabing with at a point in time. I see that there's bickering and there's a need to let go of ego in order for this to work. I'm seeing that there's tension at work, possibly gossip, and somebody could also be acquiring you about some sort of property or profit or retirement when it comes to finances. Someone's concerned about that. Someone's concerned about their finances heavily. Tell me more about Libra. Here's cornucopia. The Nine of Cups. I see that you're starting to see the rewards in loving yourself and feeling content with your, I don't know if you can see it, but do you see this notes? Your creativity, full of butterflies. This is a new beginning. This is a new you. Starting off with a fresh cup of love, ready to offer, who deems worthy. Okay, tell me more about this Nine of Cups. The Devil, El Diablo. So, if you are in a collaboration and you're feeling as if your relationship is very rewarding and loving and you find nothing but pure contentment in it, this can also become an obsession if you are a little bit more invested into trying to fulfill the emotional aspects of this relationship. It's saying that this could possibly be a harmful situation. So my advice would be to tread lightly. In money matters, I see that there's a new job, position, or promotion that is attached to social and material things. So you could be in the face, like you could do seminars, you could just be in front of a lot of people, or a lot of people watch you. We have the Queen of Cups. This woman is very kind. She's one of those who likes the violin. She's a very sentimental, romantic type. All about love. And in money, she's very talented, a helping woman, will extend a help to many. Now this can be a man, but I'm strongly pulling the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is someone who is very much in tune with their emotions and aligned with them. Now we have the Seven of Wands. So this kind, romantic woman may need to release some ego going on that she may be battling within her. And let's see. And there's a need to see the other person's side of things. And that's in Love Matters. Now in Money Matters, I see that this Queen of Cups is a very talented and helping woman who needs to hold their ground at this time and work diligently. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles and finances. This can mean, so this is saying in money that right now it's crunch time. With the Page of Pentacles, it's telling me that you could be studying a certain something. Right here it says finances, business, healthcare. You could have studied hair, IT, anything. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, that was at the bottom of the deck. I wasn't supposed to take that. Okay. Spirit, tell me more about Libra. What do they need to know? We have the Lovers. Mutual caring and attraction that two people have for each other. And in money matters, this represents combining resources and collaborating. Clarify this, Lovers. There's a Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, who wants to have an enjoyable but uncommitted affair with you. In money matters, I see that there is some sort of coming together and taking the risk. It's saying action is favored. But remember, the reading started off with saying, showing us that inner work, healing right now was the most beneficial, because this was what's waiting on the other side. Whether it be with them or someone else. But you have to make sure that you are okay first, just as they should. Okay, tell me more about Libra. We have the Four of Cups. So someone is withdrawing their affection and is starting to feel indifferent about this situation. In money, this can mean attachment to money and security. Tell me more. Okay, so one is withdrawing affection and feeling indifferent due to something that was expected of you to seek compromise when it comes to the Seven of Swords. For instance, one of you could be walking away and withdrawing from affection due to someone stabbing you in the back, betraying you, being sneaky, avoiding you, hiding something from you. This can also mean cheating and stealing. Tell me more, Spirit. We have the Queen of Swords. This is a smart, independent woman. In love and in money matters, she would be classified as an educated powerhouse. And that is correct. Thank you, Spirit. So this smart, independent woman with the Ace of Swords at this time is rising above adversity and healing, like I said. And Libra is an air sign. Both of these are air sign cards. Like I said throughout this spread, there's definitely a collaboration here, some sort of relationship or fling or marriage, whatever it is. There's been signs where your angels and your guides have been telling you this is not the time to invest your emotions into something else, or it's not the time to bring someone else into your heart space when you're working on recovering it right now, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it literally says that. Look, rising above adversity and healing in love. In money matters, you being this educated powerhouse, I see you being inspired about some clarity that you possibly have received about some sort of job or project that you're doing. You've received clarity, and it's probably why you withdrew. I mean, the cards right before that were the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords. So someone withdrawing their affection, and due to someone stealing, cheating, lying, being deceitful, hiding things. Okay, where did this go? I think I just pulled it. So we have the Two of Wands, building a rewarding relationship. And in money matters, this means you may need to seek beneficial guidance from others, maybe just by asking for help, or possibly, yeah, just putting yourself out there and asking for help. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Clarify the Two of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. So building a rewarding relationship in love, and taking small steps to improvement. And in money matters, I see, due to some sort of beneficial guidance that you receive from others, this could be people from work, co-workers, friends, family members, anyone. You are now, because of this guidance, you are now starting to see gains, and it's telling you not to give up at this time. Steadfast. Keep pushing. What's going on with Libra? We have Three of Wands. Some sort of commitment, some sort of engagement, celebration. Clarify the Three of Wands. Okay, so some sort of celebration and coming together and socializing with friends and kindred spirits. You could be attending some sort of webinar where there's a group of people that you work with, and y'all spit ideas off each other. I don't know. That's just an idea. In money matters, it says you will have profit through collaborations, through group efforts. And whatever this project is, or whatever it is that's bringing in you this money, by asking for help, your efforts, by humbling yourself, you will bear fruit. and others will turn around, others will want to continue to help you. Then we have the High Priestess at the bottom. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that's how I'm reading it. So this High Priestess represents someone who's very romantic yet not well grounded. And in money matters it says take advantage of your inner knowing at this time. Spirit, clarify the High Priestess for Libra. Okay, so whatever collaboration that you're in, it's romantic, yet it's not well grounded. There's no foundation. There's no togetherness. So you're walking away from this. You're walking away from love or some sort of project. And in money matters, I see you taking advantage of your inner knowing, which is telling you to cut your losses and conserve your strength, for you are already going through a healing process where it has shown many times, and I think that's why the spiritual rooting came out. You are loving yourself right now. I also feel like you are busy trying to manifest. As you sow, so shall you reap. Whatever you put out in the world is what you will receive back in return. All right, this is the last card I'm going to pick for Libra. We have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles represents a stable, loyal partner. So it looks like once you walk away from this other collaboration you have a stable, loyal partner coming in that is going to be very playful and honest. In money matters, I see some sort of promotion or financial career, a new skill or an investment that you will be making. And the Three of Pentacles at the bottom says stay positive. In love it says stay positive, work through your differences. And in money it says good at your work, people notice. That is the second card we got of recognition. So keep working hard. And then we have the Death card. Beautiful. So in love, changing old patterns of behavior and letting that skin die and shed away. And in money matters, changing the way you handle your money. That's beautiful, and I will take that one. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get a oracle deck for you guys. Oracle card. Let's see, which one am I gonna do? What is it that Libra needs to what do the ancestors want Libra to know at this time? The Libra collective. What do the ancestors want the Libra collective to know at this time for their highest good? One more. I did say we were going to clarify the other cards up the top. However, this long reading, it all, I can see where it all goes to place. I just need one card for Libra. What do you want Libra to know at this time? Okay, this is a rune, and it's called Dagaz, and it means equality. Not all these are runes, but some of them are. This one represents equality. Let's see. Give me 1 second to find it. Right here. Okay. It says equality, balance, and equilibrium. And I remember saying that in the reading, too much of, you know, something. So anyway, let's hear what it has to say. As we awaken to all the possibilities of the dawning day, we witness streaming beams of light through the branches of towering trees. We are firsthand the power of renewal and regeneration. We see the sun gently kiss the ground. We see the life rise up in kind. We see hope, reverberating with the same radiance and life-giving sustenance as Sewulo. Dagaz radiates a brilliant portal of higher consciousness, caressing the terra firma of the mundane, both within and beneath us. A truly alchemical experience, Dagaz sheds light and inspires growth. It reawakens those places within us that used to crackle with joy and ecstasy, places where the muses gladly stoked their fires over creativity and magic before they simmered to a low glow. This rune comes to us to help guide us back to those moments of awe, elevated purpose, and radiant fulfillment. Will we allow Dagaz to fill us with the enormity and possibility of the cosmos once again? So that's what finding an equal balance when it comes to collaborations, when it comes to time for yourself, when it comes to finances, and looking into new confirmation. And when looking into new endeavors or such that still need to be in alignment with what it is that your divine path is to be. But equality shows up for that. Now I'm going to pull a couple angel cards. This is my new angel deck. It's insane. I love it. It's pretty neat. Let's see. For Libra, what does Libra need to hear the most at this time? right, what does Libra need to know at this time? Three, 4, 5. 345, baby steps. Little by little, it will get done. The overwhelm you feel is not unnoticed by your angels. They ask you to reconfigure your perspective, and instead of focusing on the big picture, look at the immediate next step. Organize your thoughts on paper now and write down what your baby steps will be in the forthcoming days. Okay, what else, Spirit? Didn't I say there was a new love coming in after there's a closing cycle of an old? Renew love. 301. Well, it says a relationship needs attention. Angels are signaling that an important relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. People can often hurt the ones they love the most, and you are being called to recognize that. Who in your life could use a little tender, loving care? Think of one way you can show a person you love that they are still as special to you now as they were the day you first met them. Okay, what else for Libra? $564. Release drama. Serve your highest good. You are being asked to let go of something in your life that no longer serves your highest good. Your angels are validating that this situation or relationship is being your pain and a cycle of repetitive disruption. Your angels want you to lovingly reflect on who you are when you are with or without this situation or relationship in your life. Take a moment to pause and do a full body stretch now. Release the energy that no longer serves you and feel it leave. Okay, let me get one more. Libra Collective. There it is. 740. A new connection. Keep an open mind. People are showing up in your life who reflect the goals you've been putting forth into the universe. Meet them and open yourself up to what they have to teach you about life and yourself. Demonstrate that your heart and mind are open to new connections by following up with a new friend at some point today. And at the bottom of the deck, we have 359, which is discipline. And it says, practice self-control. Your angels are asking you to demonstrate self-control. Your discipline will become stronger the more you use it. Take a step today to start a good habit or stop a bad one, based on what you know to be difficult yet necessary for your growth. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Trade that soda for water, or make sure you carve out the time to get your meditation in today. And I have to read this next one because it says, make magic. And the next one is protective magic. And then it's creative flow. That's awesome. Okay, so last one. 151, make magic. Your desires are in your hands. Your angels say the time is now to create your future. The things you want are not just going to happen on their own. You'll need to create them. The steps you take today have a direct link to what happens to you in the future. Sit in a quiet spot and take 5 deep centering breaths. As you inhale, envision supportive energy flowing into you. As you exhale, know that what you want wants you. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going to pull a couple of my little words just to see if it may resonate with any of you or if it spells anything out. I know some people do letters, I do words. have expectation, indecisive, unhealthy, we have just start, we have facts, we have stolen, which would make sense with the Seven of Swords, stolen policy, if you have recently been given a home, for some reason I'm getting there may be a need to see who's paying the taxes on that property. I don't know why that's coming. And then we have facts. I think I showed y'all that. We have losing, relentless, mailbox and messages, affair, consistency, you could use a pendulum or something significant about a pendulum. We have express, care, wow, I feel like I'm talking about like a legal case, defense, body, so defend your body, what else, entangled, negative intent, sometimes, I'm getting maybe somebody having unhealthy expectations about an entanglement, an affair, that someone is now indecisive about, the facts, are that there's negative intent, whether they realize it or not, it looks like it's being projected, and this negative intent is relentless. Stolen policy. losing. So somebody is losing a stolen policy. Someone's going to express that they're losing something that was not theirs in the first place. You may be receiving some sort of mail or some sort of message, and with care, body, and defense, I would say that right now is a time to be on top of your spiritual cleansing of your space and of yourself. Like with the divine doors, one of your cards was bless the space, because it looks like something that happened with you in a collab that you were entangled with. It's gonna consistently, it's gonna keep on happening. Possibly. I'm just reading what came out. Okay. And I believe that is all I have for my Libras. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and do the other zodiac signs. I might not be able to get them all done, but I'll do as many as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I hope you have, my Libras, have a good night. And for the other signs, I'll see you on the other side.